Hi, welcome to the Sousa Archives' new exhibit, The Imperfect Saxophone, Not a Clown's Instrument. When we think of the saxophone, we think of the jazz greats, Sidney Bechet, Coleman Hawkins, Ben Webster, Johnny Hodges, and of course, Charlie Parker. We think of the saxophone as an exquisite, wonderful jazz horn, but its start in 1844-45 was an inglorious one to begin with. Sax, when he designed the instrument, wished to have it blend the sounds of the upper woodwinds and the low brass of the military bands, and his hope was that the instrument would be incorporated in symphonies across Europe. But the reality is, the saxophone's unique voice was not welcomed by most professional musicians. In fact, composers and musicians treated it much more as a humorous novelty. And the problem with that is sax's dream of an instrument to blend and work well with symphonic ensembles actually became a clown's instrument. Our exhibit highlights many of the unique and imperfect stories we associate with the saxophone. But most importantly, we talk about the Brown Brothers, a wonderful music ensemble in America at the beginning of the 20th century, whose start begins first in minstrel shows and moves on to vaudeville and Broadway. Now, when we think of saxophones, we think of the alto, sometimes the tenor sax, but the reality is the saxophone went through many different iterations, and we have this exhibit of extraordinary horns, and we cover everything from the small soprano sax all the way up to the giant contrabass sax. So I hope you will come check out our show and learn a little bit more about Adolph Sax's unique instrument and its imperfect legacy.